everybody. Bum 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 bum. Hi, Mark. Hi, Crumb. Objection. Oh, my poor energy. Oh my god, I forgot I was here. Ah, oh my god. Oh. Gosh, wow. This PC, I swear. something weird. I object to your repair and begun Aki's. I can't help it. So I went to work, right? And then right after work, I had like a exercise class, like a really intense exercise class, like a circuit training nonstop exercise class for like an hour. And then I ran home, and then I turned on the PC, and then my computer would not open stuff because it was at 90%. I identified what process was taking up a lot of room. I don't know why it was. So I just closed it. I canceled it. I killed the process, basically. It might come back. That's the thing. I didn't fix it permanently. I killed it, so it won't turn back on for today. So I don't know what the issue is with the PC is, but I fixed it for now. But in the past hour, I ate dinner. I got my CPU back. Took a shower. Now I'm here. I haven't stopped since this morning. Oh. My poor brain. I was gonna say it sounds like a sysconfig cleanup is needed soon. Maybe. It was some Windows orchestrator that a lot of applications use. But one of them just seemed to have gone rogue.
Wow. So many months. Have we reached hag status yet?
No! Thank you for the 47 months. Subs up, Mark. Thank you. But yeah, I do need to figure out why that process decided to go rogue and take up so much CPU. That's the one I've caught behaving badly for. Yeah, the thing is, I Googled it just to make sure. And other people have this issue. They just, as they said, they're like, just kill the process. But I do need to figure out a permanent solution. If it comes back, I don't want it to come back. So I need to go figure out exactly the permanent solution for that. But yeah, I did look it up. And they said some people have that issue. We'll see. I am going to have to upgrade to Windows 11 soon. So I might have a whole set of new issues soon. But isn't this stupid? I know, just choke. It chokes your startups. So dumb. God, Windows. Fucking Christ. You're lucky I was going to play a PS5 game today. But it took me so long to troubleshoot. I closed it. It took me like 5 minutes to find and close. But I was opening programs one by one to make sure it didn't overload. So that's why I'm updating things. Hi, Winter. How are you? How is it going? Oh. I'm also thinking of doing a dual OS setup. What? Are you going to put Linux or something? I'm good. That's good. Right now is the first time I've had all day to sit and rest. Does that mean we're playing Hello Kitty? Maybe. Maybe on the weekend. I need to see if this problem is reoccurring to see if it's safe to do it. But right now I'm okay, so it's okay. Oh, you Steam OS. Okay. Steam is pretty much Linux, yeah. But for what I'd want to use it, but I'd want to use Linux for. Okay. That's fair. Yeah, why not? You can dual OS, why not? I trust you. Hold on. Green collapsed. Court read. Court record. history. I think it's technically free at the moment too for PC. Is it? Is SteamOS free? Know that. I've never played around with this, so I have used Linux before, but maybe it's easy enough. Hold on. I'm taking some electrolytes right now. I sweated so much in that class. I'm so out of shape, everybody. It's not even funny. Oh, it's free and open source? That's good. I'd like to see that type of thing. Doesn't mean I'm not going to think about getting a new PC though. I did not stretch. I did not roll out my arms or my calves. I'm gonna be so sore tomorrow. Right. The jury has to give me a reason to why they think I'm guilty. He said that woman in green collapsed before his eyes. Why, it can only have been the victim. The man wouldn't have gone around the houses on his way back from the bookshop, not in winter. So the poor woman was attacked from behind, was she? How dreadful. I have like 4 drives in my rig. Yeah, I think I have 3 right now. I can just move stuff from one and try it out. No fuss. That's a good idea. I think I have 2 hard drives and 1 solid state. Or is it 2 solid states and 1 hard drive? I forgot. I know I have 3 drives. I think it's 2 solid states and 1 hard drive. 1 normal one. I have 2 SSDs. An NVMe M2 and an OG HD that spins like a 10K. Yeah, I have an OG HD as well. And 2 SSD. I have 2 Sonys. 2 Sony solid states or something. That's old. I need some new shit. I really want to build a new PC. Why can't I just be an anime girl? And play games. Oh, my brain is so fuzzy. Okay. I don't really care. Can't we just wrap this up now? I've got work to be doing. Oh wait, 5 drives. The last one is another HD from Seagate. Ah. If I were to count my externals, I have 5 drives, but I have 2 externals and then 3 are in the PC. Your books. Yes, nice shop that. But bourbon bucks? No, not worth the visit. With only minor exceptions, the reasons for finding the defendant guilty are all too clear. When the stabbing occurred, only 2 people at the scene were the victim and the accused. And the accused himself has admitted to seeing the victim in her green overcoat sink to the ground before his eyes. Furthermore, we have heard from the inspector that the defendant then fled the scene. I must say, I would have ample grounds to convict this man already. I forgot my eye drops. Ow! Okay. Oh dear, even the judge appears convinced of Mr. Natsume's guilt now. Ugh, why did he have to run away like that? And how are we supposed to believe in some phantom attacker that nobody could see? This is impossible. How can I possibly make a case for the defense? Mr. Naruhodo, this is no time for grumbling. If you want to force the trial to continue... Yes, I know. I have to turn the tide. I must make the jurors change their minds. Well, 4 of them at least. Exactly. We have no choice but to forge forward. I don't do enough traveling to use an external. I do have a couple of quarter gig thumb drives. Oh, thumb drives. The eye drops are supposed to help, not hurt. No, I tripped on something. No, my externals are backups. So my externals, one external is a initial backup of like photos, and then my stream setup, I have backups of that. And then the second one is a backup of that backup. I know that's not the most convenient way to do things or the most efficient way to do things, but hard drives can just die one day. So I need a backup of the backup. With that, like, one of them is at least 10 years old. The other one is about 3. So the 3 one is definitely not going to die anytime soon. It's not, as that sounds reasonable to me. I feel like there might be a more durable solution than just an external. There might be more durable options. You know what I mean? I feel like I could do something better. It's just like an average, you know, Western digital external. There might be more durable options, is what I'm saying. Not the actual thought process. Because one day an external could just die for no reason. So WD is pretty good. Yeah. Like the one I have, my original one is almost, what's over 10 years old. So that thing might die any day. I don't know. I'm scared. But I have one that's newer, about 3 years old, that has a backup of that. So that one's safer. But that's what I do. Okay. Before I do this drawer thing, I need to put my eye drops in. I know these eye drops are not supposed to hurt in the grand scheme of things, but they do sting a little. They're kind of thick like gel, and they kind of sting. Only when, like, in certain circumstances. Right now would be a circumstance where they would sting. Hold on. Oh, they don't sting. Okay. Usually if my eyes are a little on the dry side, my medication stings a little, but I guess it's not that dry. Oh, wait. I spoke too soon. Oh. My eyes are always a little dry after a shower. Because I take hot showers. Oh. Jesus. Beep bop 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 beep bop 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 beep bop 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 beep bop 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 beep. Oh. I'm okay. Hold on. I'm tearing up from the stinging. I can't see. Okay. Alright. Oh. Oh, you haven't even put them in yet. I know. It's spread around a little, and now we're good. Objection. Hi, Alarion. How are you? Are you dying? Nah, I put in some eye drops, and I was trying to see again. For pity's sake, that little Nipponese oddity already admitted himself, didn't he? I didn't get how you do that. I can't do what? What did I do? Eye drops? What do you mean? I mean, sure, mine are prescription, but I think eye drops are pretty normal. Like, you can get them over the counter. Anything close to my eyes, I get squeamish. Oh, well, I've had people cut into my eye, so that's an entirely different thing. I also used to wear contacts, so I'm used to touching my own eyeball. Why would you say that? I'm sorry. I say that only because I know it happened, not because I remember. I was under anesthesia. So, I don't remember any of it. But I know it happened. But I used to wear contacts, so that's why I'm kind of used to the idea of my eyeball. You gotta, you know, tap your eyeball just a teeny bit to put the contact in. I haven't worn contacts in years, though, because I'm not allowed to anymore. Still don't get how people do contacts. I had to because I was a sports. I played sports. So, Hell nah, hell nah. It takes some practice. I definitely remember the first time I put in contacts. It took me like 15 minutes. But when I got used to it, it was like 5 seconds tops. But yeah. I know some people are squeamish. I wish I could wear contacts sometimes. But no, not allowed. Hold on, I gotta... I forgot how this works. So I gotta pit the drawers against each other, right? Right, I think so. Nope, not doing it. That's okay. I mean, if you have no reason for contacts, I would never recommend someone get contacts if they don't need it, you know? All right. Yeah, perfect vision for now. That's good though. It's good. It's good not to have to need, you know, corrective vision stuff, you know? But age is slowly catching up. That's fine. That's kind of natural. You'll just have a natural thing. I've had glasses since since I was little. So I've always needed corrective eyewear. Beep ba ba beep ba ba. So I have to find a contradiction, right? A contradiction. He could only be the victim. Man who wouldn't have gone around the house. Not in winter. Yeah, my niece has been wearing glasses since she was like 1.5. Oh, that's quite early, actually. Mine was definitely not that early, but that is quite early. Oh, shit. She's almost 4. Aw, poor baby. I hope she learns to like her glasses. I know some people don't like their glasses. I didn't like them at one point. Your eyesight's not good. That's fair. The thing is, I had decent eyesight and then I made my eyesight bad. I know we say no to politics, but Musket Trip Cat Fighting Day has been hilarious. I have seen that across my timeline. I don't know why. I don't know what's happening, but I saw the post and I'm like, well, have at ye. Go ahead. Ain't nobody gonna stop them. I wonder why they're fighting. You know what I mean? Like, I have no idea what would cause them to fight. Trying to think of what. Trying to think right now. But what is the contradiction between these two? Is the one time it's not painful to look into, just FYI, lol. Oh, is it? I think every week my brother has to block out one of the glasses so that the eyes don't strain too much. Then 20 minutes later, she alternates. I think your brother has to go to the optometrist again. I think they need to reduce his prescription. That's what the doctor said. Yeah, I think something was not... Oh, for your niece, sorry. Oh, your brother. Oh, yeah, obviously. It's your brother's daughter. Your niece. Okay. Yeah, you need to go get that reassessed. That means the prescription's too high. At least for me as well. Re-diagnose. Lol. Hi, La! How are you? Why did I add the E? I don't know. Is that not how you spell diagnose? Oops, my knee's bleeding. Oopsies. No, I think her eyes are weak or something. I didn't hear what the optometrist said. Maybe she has an astigmatism. It's not the glasses. Oh, I have an astigmatism. I think that's what it is. Yeah. I have an astigmatism, so I know the difficulty of that. Before I even had all my eye issues, I have an astigmatism as well. Isn't that fun? Isn't that so fun? Okay, who do I pit against each other? Sorry. I need to press and pit. Who do I press first, though? Max had that as well. That's fair. It's pretty common. You're right. It's supposed to have an E. I was just doubting my own spelling again. Oh, okay. I was like, am I spelling it wrong? She's like, when I don't wear glasses and look at the moon, I see a big smudge. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. I'm like, damn. Imagine doing that with every single light outside. And it gets exponentially worse at nighttime. So every headlight, every traffic light, every sign, that's what it looks like to me. On top of my bad vision. So you can see why I don't really go out much at night. And also rain. Imagine when it rains and then all the light reflects off the water. Imagine that. That's a recipe for disaster. Legit saddened that they cannot see the moon well with the naked eye. I really can't. I have to take a picture of it and then I can see it a little better. That with LED lights, yep. Blinding you, yep. I'm always blinded. Always. It's pretty bad. There are some glasses that nowadays can help with the astigmatism. It doesn't get rid of it, but it does lessen the light streaks. You can only see celestial bodies in picture form. It helps because I can just see the picture. It's not so blinding. It's a little bit more muted through a picture. Excuse me. Why is this guy judging the bookstore? Sorry? Fold it, you say? Fold what? I wonder if stem cell research found a way to regen eyes. The thing is, I mean, that would be helpful for me. But how astigmatism works is that the muscles that hold your eye in place, imagine them pulling a little too hard. So instead of your eye being circular, it kind of looks like a football. Like closer to a football. That's what causes the astigmatism. So it's nothing broken. It's just the way your eye has been built. That's what causes it. This knowledge has drastically increased my levels of protect. It's funny that you say that because I'm in IRL. I'm definitely not like that. I'm the person people go to for help. Oblongish shape. Yeah. Hi, Rising Fire. I drank water. I have electrolytes right now. Couldn't they like fix that? I don't think so, because it's like the eye shape. It's quite. I assume they could fix it if it was very severe, but you have to weigh the pros and cons. It's very risky to do eye surgery if you don't need it. We must protect the water girl. LASIK reduces the shape to see better, but it grows back over time. That's what I heard. I'm not allowed to get LASIK, so I can't even try to prevent my astigmatism. I'm not allowed to get LASIK. I like the old books they have in there. Yes, I enjoy reading them over a nice cup of old tea. That's my daily routine, you see. Same thing every day, including the day you're all talking about. And at what time did you visit your books on the day in question? Well, I was picking out books in there all afternoon, and it would have been just before 5 that I left. That's my daily routine, you see. Same thing every day, including the day you're talking about. All right. Yeah, didn't you have like high eye pressure? Yeah. I do have high eye pressure. So I have implants in my eye to regulate the fluid in my eyeballs. But my condition, underlying condition, has something to do with inflammation. So I'm not allowed to get procedures that might increase my inflammation. AKA LASIK. I have a horrible astigmatism. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm like mourning the fact as someone who mostly appreciates space and like through YouTube videos. However, stargazing used to be one of my favorite pastimes when I could afford it. So it's sad that you're limited in that form. Aww. I will say I like looking at stars. It's not easy, but I like the act of it. I've been to an observatory before. I got to use their telescope. That helped a little. So this guy was at the bookstore around the time the victim was attacked. Are you sure about the time? Oh yes, no mistake there. I remember it well. I'm not about to forget that day in a hurry. Not after that dreadful time I had. Yeah. So yeah, you can see how I don't go out at night too much. I used to go to observatory in SoCal almost every other weekend when I was a kid. Oh. Observatory. Are you talking about the one in when I made a trip to LA once, there was an observatory there. I don't know what it's called, but when I went to I made an LA trip a long time ago. And then there was a big telescope there.
I love you.
Shut the fuck up. It's the one up Griffith Park's Mountain. Yeah, I think that's the one in LA, right? I'm really bad at remembering places that I don't go to often. Like I went once, so I think that might be the one. No, it's also the one you always see in the movies. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one. Big telescope. Well, I was walking down Calabash Road when I slipped on the ice and donked my head. Wait, where's that? Oh, he came from your books and walked down this road and fell.
You know what? Cry about it.
You cry about it. Yeah, I grew up visiting that one and a lot. I loved it. Ah, I see. It is nice up there. It's always worse after the snow stopped falling. That's when it's most slippery. Knocked myself clean out, I did. I really thought my number was up. Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. This happened on Calabash Road? That's right. I live in Cornpipe, you see. Heading down Calabash Road is the quickest way for me to get back from your books. Juror number 6, I must insist that you add that information to your formal statement. It may very well be extremely significant. Sorry. Extremely sick? No, I'm quite all right now. Old man. Alright, so we got someone that went to the bookstore as well that same day around the same time. Okay, let me see who... Because that's a new piece of information. Does anyone contradict that information? Let's see. Okay, nothing about the store. Nothing about the store. See, a man wouldn't have gone around the houses on his bed. This is about the bookshop and where it's located. Should I pit this one against 6? A man wouldn't have gone around the houses on his way back from the bookshop. But juror number 6 did. He did go around the houses. I'm gonna pitch you against this man. Pit. Those two statements clearly contradict each other. I'm sorry, but as the foreman of the jury, I have to object. That's complete nonsense. What? I'm a banker, don't forget. An educated man. And there's no contradiction as far as I can see. What do you mean? The guy clearly went around the house. Ah! What do you mean? He went around the houses. Eh?
Are they making out? Let's go! Kiss him! Kiss him!
Ow! Kiss him! Hold on, I'm thinking. Did I not do that correctly? What did I do wrong? Don't do that! I'm trying. Let me think. Maybe I didn't press enough people. Is there anyone else's testimony that was too vague? Okay, let me try again. The poor woman was attacked from behind, was she? How dreadful. Okay, that's pretty specific. I really don't care. Can we just wrap this up now? I've got work to be doing. He didn't really give any testimony, so I guess we'll press him. A man's life is on the line here, sir. This will take as long as it takes. Don't get clever with me now, son. My life's on the line too, and so is my family's. Likes of you wouldn't understand, but a laborer like me can afford to take time off. If I don't work, I don't eat, and neither do the wife and kids. Oh, I see. That
And
must...
you will respect my authority.
I go to the union every morning to find out what needs doing. If you're late and the work's taken, it's tough. This time of year, there's water and gas supply pipes bursting left, right, and center. They're after cheap labor to get the roads dug up to fix it. It's a hard slog from dawn till dusk, it is. So you were out digging up the roads on the day of the incident as well, were you? Ouch. I bit my tongue. In fact, if I remember rightly, it was just around the corner from where it all happened. By that old bookshop it was. Oh. Was the juror also near the crime, the scene of the crime? That's right. Meercham Street it was. Where is that? Ouchies. Yeah, I bit my tongue. Hi, Jisium. How are you? No by itself. It was an accident. It was an accident. So this guy was here. What are you eating? Oh, I'm not eating. I was just talking lazily. Sometimes you just mumble and talk lazily and my tongue got in the way. Guess what? Chicken butt. Wow, it happened. Hey! I'm not a sussy baka. Mumble talking? Yeah. I wasn't talking with intention again. I'm not a sussy baka. I'm not. I'm not. I approve of this message. No, you don't. You're not allowed. You're not the streamer. You're not allowed to approve the message. You're number 5. I need you to add that information to your formal statement. All right. Yeah, she's not sussy at all. All right, add it to your testimony, bitch. I said so. Did you figure out why your PC was so angry yesterday? Yes and no. I did find the process that was running because it came up. It happened again today. Yes! Shut up! And I found the process that was causing the commotion, and I killed it. I killed the process. But I don't know if it'll come back tomorrow. So I was able to fix it for today, but I need to find a permanent solution. If it comes up again tomorrow, I need to figure out what's wrong. But I know what to close now. It was some Windows orchestrator. I'm not really sure. It was weird. It is a weird thing. You have a Trojan? No, I don't think it was a Trojan. It was something related to Windows. Like, actually, it's a Windows thing. So it wasn't like some weird process that I didn't recognize. But it was taking up a lot of resources. Ba, 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 mama. Hey, Dunkler. What's up? Ah! I'm a smart cookie, thank you. Now it's a Windows thing that eats up your memory on startup. Yeah, it's a Windows thing. It's kind of a bitch. Goes all crazy like a diesel engine on crank. I think, yeah, it went rogue. I don't know why, but it went rogue and I killed it. She likes cookies. I do like cookies. My favorite cookie is a white chocolate macadamia nut. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, so you're digging up Mearchaum Street. Right, Mearchaum Street. Fair, fair, fair. Okay, we pressed 5 and 6. Yes, I was just about to say that. Pog. Taskaru ani. No, Taskaru. I love macadamia. It's so good. Faith in Lynn restored. Hey! It's crazy how much memory it hogs up to. I got like 32 gigs and I feel it. Yeah! Me too! On startup, I was utilizing 85% of my CPU. What the fuck? On startup. I didn't even open anything yet. Delicious. Bitch ass process. Aw, Navi died. Poor Navi. Okay, so we have something updated for Juror 5 and 6. Okay. So this guy's saying he was digging up... Nani? Boom! No explosion, though. Good death, Navi. When is it so unoptimized? It is. Because you have shit from like 10 years ago. I know. You would think as an initial operating system company, their operating system would be the one thing that works. Everything else they make is pretty shit too. Excel, Word, Outlook, OneNote, garbage. Teams, I hate it. Fucking hate it. You would think their operating system would be a little better. But alas, what can you do? This is the king of failing upwards. You don't count Bethesda. Oh. You're not wrong. What did Excel do to you? I fucking hate Excel. Fucking hate Excel. Everything's hidden. Nothing is like intuitive. Sure, it's a strong tool, but you gotta sacrifice half your soul to learn it. Fuck. And I don't even use Excel. But just me trying to use it once or twice, I was like, this is fucking... Jesus. None of it makes sense. Yeah, I'm a computer science major, so I don't really use Excel. Unless I export something and I give it to someone. and someone else uses Excel, but sometimes I gotta do some data analysis, you know? Sometimes. I had to use Excel so much in my internship. Ugh, shoot me. To automate things, I was not okay. Yeah. Automation is the future. See, this man, I feel like we gotta, this guy's being very contrary. Because there are people out and about in the winter. So why is he saying, oh, no one would do that, yada, yada, yada. Oh, it's Clippy. Hi, Clippy. Oh, I dated myself, didn't I? Fuck. Because we weren't allowed to download better software. That's fair. Like programming software. That's true. It's time for the Tangia party. Everybody get ready.
Boom. Congratulations,
Duke
you hit the Tangia
Nukem.
party goal.
Hi, Duke Nukem.
No,
That also aged
No.
me, didn't it?
no,
The fact that I don't know who that is.
no.
Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 da, 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 bow, bow, bow. Bro just called her a hat. They keep this bitch ass Mark. I like that cat. Doesn't want to exist anymore. What's the guy version of a hag? The geezer? No, that's way worse, isn't it? I'm not a fan of the weeb trend for what a hag is. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. I think on the internet, people, is it not like people who are older than 25 are considered hags? Like the hee hee ha ha VTuber trend? Geezer? Oh, I was thinking that was Guile from Street Fighter at first. No, I'm pretty sure it's Duke Nukem, no? Older than 23? 23! Which is crazy. That is crazy. 24 plus and you're a hag. Ah, I see. But you know people who are saying that. The people who are saying that are probably like 13. So of course someone 10 years older than them is going to be quite old to them. They don't get it. When they get older, they'll get it. Mostly kids saying, yeah, all kids are fucking stupid. So you just take what they say. You just don't understand. You just don't listen. They're kids. What do you expect? They haven't lived that long. You gotta let them, you know, be dumb. It's their right. It's their right to be dumb. They haven't been around for too long. It's their right. All right, you keep saying people would not be out and about in the winter, but this guy was doing shit in the winter, and so was this guy. This guy was also doing shit in the winter. I'm gonna pit you two against each other. Watch, I'm gonna fucking lose this court case. Explain yourself. Please don't point. It wasn't me, I swear. What? I just want to get this done and dusted. Well, juror number 3? Oh, me, sir. What do you mean? Juror number 5's were just now extremely significant. Let's take a moment to consider the implications of what's been said on our map of the local area. On the day in question, Mr. Natsume visited this bookshop to purchase a number of secondhand books. Juror, a dating sim? Nah. I've been thinking I've been wanting to play a dating sim soon, though. I don't know what, though. And on the same day, we now know that there were works being carried on the Meerschaum Street, making it impassable. Yeah, so we would have to go around. Mishi's the defendant's route home. Could not have taken him along Meerschaum Street and Briar Road. Yeah. H-Sim? No, I can't play rated A games on Twitch. That's not allowed. Like, that's an actual, it's like written, like explicitly. I can't play this. Well, yes, you can't argue with that really, can you? We must have had a good 2 yards or more of the pavement up. Every gentleman and gentlewoman that came along had to turn back and go the other way. So, the only conclusion is this. The defendant must have taken the longer route back to his lodgings. Oh, you meant for offline? Oh, no. No, I meant if I can't stream rated A games, you know? What is rated A? Adult. It's higher than M. It's the highest, I think. M is for mature, A is for adult. So you can't play those on Twitch. Like really, oh yeah, really adult. Like it's higher than M. You don't see that very often, but it's a thing. I've played them, of course, but not on stream. I suppose that must be right, eh? Juror number 3, you said the following. The man wouldn't have gone around the... Yeah, see? You can't go around it. There was construction being done on the street. You can't go that way. You have to go the other way. On his way back from the bookshop. But we see now that he had no choice. Yes. Bop, 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 bop. My lord, Mr. Judge, sir, if I may. Yes? I don't think in all good conscience that I can say the man's guilty now. Oh, we changed his mind. Yes, I'd like to see this trial continue so we can get to the bottom of what really happened. Oh! Let's go! What about you, sir? Who, me? Well, alright then. If there's a hole in the prosecution's argument, it should be filled in. That's what I say. Nice. We got 2. We need 2 more. Hell yeah. Excuse me. Alright, we gotta get the other 2. Which 2? I'm not sure. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. Alright. Stop talking! Van Zieks is looking to bring this trial to an early conclusion. That's what we have to prevent by whatever means we have at our disposal. No, you. Shut up! I'm the streamer. I have to talk. Thank you, counsel. On with the summation examination. Peace. Peace. Now, yeah! I'm not dumb. I just figured out something here. That's not okay. That's not okay. Okay, let's start from the beginning. I forgot the first 2 testimonies. Okay. Pity's sake. Audley already admitted himself. That has nothing to... Okay, that's nothing. If he said that a woman in green collapsed before his eyes, why? It could only have been the victim. She doesn't seem too sure, though. Because she's really... she's assuming. She's, like, assuming that it must be the victim. There could have been someone else in a green coat, you know. Maybe get a chicken nugget note or hat. Ooh, a chicken nugget. Oh, hi, Foxhound. How are you? How's it going? How'd you do? How'd it be? I want chicken nuggets. I didn't eat enough today. What did I eat today? Hold on. I feel like I didn't eat enough today. I feel hungry. Salmon. sure. Yeah, I didn't eat enough today. I looked at my fitness pal. I did not eat enough today. Good. How are you? I'm good. I'm a little tired. I had a really intense exercise class before this, and then my computer decided to shit itself. But I'm here. I managed. Okay, juror number 2 needs to be pitted against someone. She's too vague. Skill issue, honestly. What do you mean? That I didn't eat enough? Oh no! I had a salad for lunchtime and I left it on my desk at work. I was supposed to bring it home. I was getting ready to go home and then I took it out of the fridge and I put it on my desk and I packed my bag and I forgot to bring my salad. Aww. This is why my skill issue. I was rushing to my exercise class, okay? But yeah, I forgot my salad. I hope the cleaning people throw it away. I don't want it to sit there. That'd be kind of bad. It was an Italian salad. Okay, I'm gonna pit you against somebody. You gotta be pitted against someone. I hope it sits there. No! Yeah, see, this lady says someone collapsed before their eyes, but juror number 6 also collapsed. See, I slipped over the evening and knocked myself clean out. He's also wearing a green coat. Okay, what if you saw him, huh? We gotta pit these two. That doesn't make sense. Just getting all moldy. I hope they clean it up because I will be working remotely tomorrow. I will not be in the office. A flaw? What are you talking about, counsel? Well, juror number 2. Juror number 6. My, whatever do you mean, sir? I think perhaps the old man didn't hear you. Unbelievable. It's not like I was loud or anything. There is at least one fact of which we can be sure here. They're sleeping with each other. What do you mean? Are you talking about my character and the lady assistant that I have? The bookshop receipt found in the defendant's room clearly indicates that on the day of the attack, he had been to your books and purchased a number of secondhand titles. He then returned home on foot. But the man says he has no recollection of his return journey. That's correct. But what he does remember is seeing someone appear in front of him on the way. Someone in a green overcoat who suddenly collapsed on the pavement before his eyes. Yep, in the game. They didn't. Yes, we are well aware of this. The poor young woman who was stabbed, obviously. Can we really be sure of that, madame? My, whatever do you mean? I'm sure you heard the juror number 6's account of what happened to him that day. That same afternoon, there was somebody else apart from the victim who was wearing a green overcoat who fell over on the icy streets in the neighborhood. Oh my! My goodness, you mean... That's right. I'm referring, of course, to the hard of hearing juror number 6. He has a green coat too. Are you really suggesting that the person in the green overcoat whom the defendant saw collapse in front of his eyes was the jolly old gentleman on the end of the bench here with me today? That is entirely possible, yes. After all, the old man has somewhat similar build to the victim. That's true. Well, look at that. My goodness me. Sorry, you need to pee? No, thank you. I already went. And crucially, we know precisely where the old man in the green overcoat fell. On Calabash Road. Therefore, if the person who Mr. Natsume saw collapsing in front of him was in fact juror number 6, it means the defendant must have taken the long route back to his lodgings. And if that's true, then clearly The crime scene on Briar Road where the woman was stabbed was not on his way home. Oh, I need to pee. Then go pee! Oh, they're yelling at him. Wearing such a befuddled coat. What did you say to me? Is it a crime for the elderly to walk the streets these days? Hmm? Is it a crime to slip over on the ice? Is it a crime to keep up with the latest styles and wear a beautiful green overcoat? Is it? Yes, it is. My lord, I do hope it won't cause any inconvenience, but... You'd like to change your leaning, I presume? I do declare that I would. I should like to call for a verdict of not guilty. 3 out of 6! And I would too. 4 out of 6! A 4 to 5? What? Is it a crime to change your mind, is it? Well... Oh, bitch. Ha. Well, we did it. That summation examination has concluded with a rather large shift in opinion. The eyes 2, the nose 4. So the nose have it. Not guilty, they say. Which means we no longer have a consensus among the members of the jury. The trial will continue. Zaddy. Ah, there. Could it seem churlish of me to drink from my hollow chalice moments after raising an objection? Only to crush it in disgust. Pray forgive the discourtesy. Vampire prosecutor. Lord Van Zeeks. It seems I must retract my earlier remark. What do you mean? I mistakenly credited these jurors with intelligence by describing them as insightful. Yet, we have just witnessed them falling for a cheap trick performed by an Eastern entertainer. That's racist! Eh? Whatever do you mean? How many glasses has he crushed now? I'm gonna get like 5. I haven't tricked anyone. Everything I've said is the truth. Indeed, Salwart juror number 5 was undoubtedly repairing the road as he claims. I believe you said it was a good 2 yards of the pavement which you had excavated, sir. That's right. Took me the whole day and they paid me a measly 2pence for it. Now, my learned Nipponese friend, tell me. Do you have any notion of the distance that 2 yards represents? I don't, actually. Ah, Sayuki, I will stretch. Stress you stiff fish. I really am, though. I went to a workout class today, and I got my butt kicked. My body hurts. No yawning. Yawning is for the weak, but I am weak. What about it? Yawning, yeah. When you're up at 7 a.m. and you work for your whole shift of work, your whole 9 to 5, and then right after you go to like an hour of workouts, and then right after you come home, your computer doesn't work, and then you eat dinner, and then you take a shower, and then you stream right after. Back to back. Busy! 2 yards is a little less than 2 meters. Less than 2 meters? That's not much at all. I know I used to do that. It's so tiring. Like if I was at Pilates class, sure. If that was at dance class, sure. But I went to like a really high intensity circuit class That was really hard. I'm not used to that much of workout. I'm really unfit. In other words, a distance readily vaulted by anyone of moderate vigor. Would you not agree, my stalwart friend? Me? Well, I can't say you're wrong, no. What? And did you perchance erect a sign to prevent pedestrians from passing the site of your works? Stream at your gym. I can't do that. Like at 5:45, it's supposed to get up at 5 p.m. but actually leave at 6. I'm tired too. Yeah, the medical field is not very kind. That's for sure. I'm not saying I have it harder than anyone else, but I'm just saying it's still hard. But the medical field is another level. This is why I never went into the medical field. Night. Okay, night, Mark. Go get some sleep and go get some rest. I'll stream tomorrow. No coaches would have had a hope of passing anyway, and we just turn any gentlefolk back when they come. Kids just jump right over us all the time. The accused is no gentleman as far as I can see. Ah, that's mean. Okay, stand there, Mark. I have little doubt, however, that he could spring over a 2-yard trench and is meandering around town. Oh, is that true? Is it? The incontrovertible truth is that the books just purchased by the accused were found at the scene. There can be no doubt that on his way back to his lodgings, Mr. Natsume walked down Briar Road. Crushed in a single sentence. There's an eyelash in my eye. Okay, I think it's gone. It's back. Hello? Hold on, I gotta look for it. My eye's tweaking. Is it in my eye? Feel something. Oh, it's gone now. Cold man, you can talk. You can say that around 5 o'clock on the day in question, you slipped and fell on Calabash Road. Pray, was there a suspicious-looking Nipponese behind you at the time? Oh, I can't say as I remember. You don't remember? How about a wager, my learned friend? You say it was this old man that the accused saw. But I would lay 1,000 to 1 against you being able to prove it. Ouch. Ordar. Lord Van Zeeks, explain yourself. My lord. If you had such a trenchant argument up your sleeve, why in the world did you not proffer it during the summation examination? I want to give this young foreign student the sightseeing experience he no doubt came for. Oh, hi, Kisara! Are we still in the last case with the bookstore? Yep. That we are. How are you? How are you doing? How to do? I wanted him to see for himself how the option of the jury is so readily swayed. But my hospitality has its limits. And they have been reached, I feel. Zaddy. So, my learned friend, today's sightseeing tour of London is now over. What are you talking about? My lord. The prosecution requests permission to call its next witness to the stand. There's another witness? Granted. Bailiff, bring forth the witnesses. It's next witness? Ah, thick. Oh, there were other Oh, yeah, there are people who also saw the incident. Oh, the policeman. I forgot. All right. We're gonna fuck him up. So looks like he sounds innocent. What the fuck did I just see? Witnesses, please state your names and occupations for the court. Why does this Scotland... Is he chewing on his helmet band? Why is he chewing on it? Why is he sleepy? Constable Rolly Beat. Rolly Beat? Sir! Nothing to report on the street, sir. Oh, sir. Like sir. Oh, night-night. Patricia. And I, Mrs. Beat. Beat? Patricia is my name. I'm proud to say I'm this young town's hero's wife. Why is he so sleepy? What's the story here? Well, in truth, we've not been married long. In fact, we celebrated our first anniversary only the other day. No. It was your husband I was asking about. He looks tired. Hardly surprising. Whist being an honorable occupation, patrolling the beat... Oh, his name is Beat. Is the most demanding work in the world. Really? I'm sure I've heard that before, actually. Indeed, apart from rare days off, our gallant officers trudge some 20 miles a day, you know. Oh, he's one of those. They patrol boarding houses and pubs, collect taxes, survey the streets, check that meters are reading true. And they are responsible for keeping the streets clean and lighting and extinguishing our streetlights. There are a number of items on that list that don't sound much like policing duties at all. I wouldn't just be falling asleep on my feet. I'd have collapsed long ago. But it goes without saying that a policeman's primary duty is the apprehension of criminals. Even when he's off duty, a constable is expected to investigate and resolve any crimes on his beat. For the London Bobby is a man of honor. Nom, 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 nom. And a man of slumber. On the day in question, this man and his wife were walking down Briar Road in the opposite direction, and they witnessed the incident as it occurred. Is that not correct, Mr. and Mrs. Beat? That's right, sir. Isn't it, Rolly? Nom, 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 nom. Constable Rolly Beat, sir. Nothing to report on the street, sir. What a great witness he's going to be. Very good. I'd like to hear your formal testimonies now, please. Chew with your mouth closed. You will tell the court exactly what you saw on the afternoon of the incident. I bet this police officer didn't see shit. He's sleepy as fuck. Yes, sir. Alright, we got testimony. It was our wedding anniversary and Rolly was taking me out for a meal. There was no time to change after work. Anyway, two silhouettes appeared out of the fog on the pavement in front of us. All of a sudden, one of them just collapsed on the floor. Then the other scattered something before running off. We ran straight over, of course, and then went for help at a nearby police box. It was definitely that Japanese man in the dock. Rolly and I both saw him clear as day. Nom, 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 nom. Well, this is extremely compelling. This is extremely compelling testimony, I must say. I guess so. Oh, this policeman and his wife are claiming to have positively identified Mr. Natsume at the scene. I don't believe it. Fucking liar. A sleepy man is me for real. That's me right now. Yeah. All right, give me the testimony. Let me poke holes in it. It's Death Neil, in fact, because that alternative was never viable in the first place. What an unfortunate bechancing. And on your wedding anniversary, too. Oh, I know. But I still managed to go out for the evening with my man. I thank the Lord for that. Bitch. Gosh, the life of a London Bobby sounds very hard indeed. Indeed, however, this cross-examination will be over in minutes. You may well have time to rest this afternoon. What do you mean by that? My learned friend, the witness saw the face of the man fleeing the scene. They are testifying under oath that it was, without doubt, the accused, Mr. Soseki Natsume. And one of these victims is a policeman, no less. So you appreciate the gravity of the situation, I'm sure. Yeah. The police officer didn't testify against anything. It was just the wife. All right, come on, give it to me. Let me cross-examine them. Ah, bitch. Wait, didn't they say they just saw two silhouettes and one collapsed? Yeah, they said they saw two silhouettes, one collapsed, and then another one ran. As they... Norma! It's Norma! It's my VTuber siblings! Hello! Hello! Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Raiders. My name is Lunry Lu, one of Norma's VTuber siblings. Welcome, welcome. We're currently playing the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, trying to figure out a stabbing. Hi, Norma. How was your stream? What did you do today? I know you were just chatting, but I don't know what you were chatting about. Hope you have a wonderful stream. Thank you! I hope we get to play games again together soon. We haven't played a game since Lethal Company. It was great. We talked about my new song. I listened to it! Why are you so amazing? Why are you so goated? How are you so amazing? How can I learn to be so amazing like you? I don't understand. Oh my god, no, you did. I did! Of course I did! Okay, now I died. Now, why would you die? It's so amazing. I listened to it at least a handful of times, if not more. It's so fun. How can I be even a fraction of amazing as Norma is? As the Paranorma is? Huh? Huh? Ah, so fun. But don't die. You're too amazing to die. Not allowed. I don't allow it. I don't allow it. Not allowed. You're only allowed to get more amazing. I decree right now, with what little authority that I have. Also, happy Pride! You're gonna make her die of blush. That's okay. I'll just bring her back. She can't die. She's Paranorma. She can't die. Please. Get a room like, god damn. Happy Pride. But thank you, Norma, for the stream. That too. For the raid. I speak to the ghost while I run away. See, you can't die. You can't be a ghost. Who's gonna speak to them now? But thank you for the raid. If you have something to do and you need to go rest and go eat or something, feel free to do so. Don't feel pressure to stick around. But if you have a moment for you and also your raiders, we'll be playing the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Again, we're trying to solve a stabbing. Who stabbed a lady? But yes, have a wonderful time. I'm gonna go now, but honestly, yes, I want to hang out more. Yes, please! I'll be on the lookout Maybe I might have. I need to come up with a collab idea too. But thank you, Norma. Thank you, thank you. Continue to be your amazing self and go rest. Thank you. I will take care of your ghosties. Actually, I'm not sure what your fan base name is now that I think about it. Norma's chat. If anybody in Norma's chat can tell me, that would be helpful. It is the ghosties. Okay, good. I thought maybe ghosties was not right. Thank God. Okay, good. I got scared for a second. I thought my memory was failing me. I was like, wait, is it? All right, thank you. Thank you, Double Grinch. I appreciate it. So yeah, right now we're cross-examining this police officer and his wife. You can see the police officer is very sleepy. I want to slap him. But welcome, everybody. We're cross-examining these people to poke holes in their testimony. Because we need to figure out who stabbed the lady. It was our wedding anniversary and Rolly was taking me out for a meal. There was no time to change after work. I don't understand how this part of the testimony is relevant to the stabbing. We're gonna press it. No time to change after work, you say? Are you also a member of the police, Mrs. Beat? Who is reacting? No. Oh no, sadly not. It's a job for strapping young men only. Women, children, and the elderly can't even apply. I thought someone was reacting for a second. Never mind. Drugs, not sleepy. No, not drugs. Sleepy. Well, I think you can probably see why children and the elderly can't do the job, can't you? I think Rolly looks ever so handsome in his uniform. It suits you down the ground, doesn't it, darling? Down the ground. Well, I just finished my beat. Pat and I were heading back to the station. I was actually planning on getting changed there. Is he talking in his sleep? This is creepy. Oh no, Rolly, I much prefer you in uniform. Sometimes I don't recognize you when I see you in plain clothes. Aw, she's got a uniform kink. I see. All right, Patricia, I see you. I understand, I get it. Oh dear, that doesn't seem healthy. Kindly adhere to the point. You were going for a meal after you had finished your beat for the day, correct? That's right, sir. Yes. Although I was fit to drop, to be honest, after spending the whole day on my feet. But policing is my life, sir. As long as I'm the proud owner of this, I'll serve my city and my queen to the end. What's that now? Is that his police badge? My warrant card, sir. Proof that I am a London copper. It has the noble founding principles of the force written on it as a reminder to all us policemen of our sworn duty. To patrol the streets of London town and uphold the peace of the common man. Sir, and for such a noble cause, I cover 20 miles every single day without fail and without a grumble. Because I know that the plodding of my boots is all Londoners need to hear to feel safe and secure. So, fighting crime doesn't appear to come into it then. But sir, just on that one particular day, I was looking forward to celebrating my wedding anniversary. But Miss Beep puts up with a lot being married to a Bobby like me. Ah! I want to show my dear wife how much I care. Ah, that's kind of cute. Oh, Pat. Oh, Rolly. That's a bit much. Oh, what a charming couple. Their young love is such a joy to behold. Throws up. If a little over the top, perhaps. And then kindly describe what happened next. Okay, so we pressed them for that. We didn't really get too much details out of that, did we? Let's see. Okay, all of a sudden one of them just collapsed on the floor, the other scattered something before. He ran straight over the course, waited for the help, la la la, box. It was definitely that Japanese man in the dock, and I saw him clear as day. It's okay. Why does it seem like it's missing something? Well, I hate to admit it, but on hearing the testimony, it really does seem as though Mr. and Mrs. Beat saw what they saw. But Mr. Natsume running away from the scene on Briar Road that day. Yes, I feel the same. Hmm. All right, let's just press every statement because I feel like this is one of those you just gotta press everything. Nothing seems to be sticking out to me. See, we have to find a contradiction, so that means we gotta press it all. All right, we pressed the first statement. Let us press the second. Shut up, Susato, please. I know what to do. Shut up. You talk so much. I know this is a visual novel, but Christ, let me get back to the cross-examination. All right, this one we pressed. Press the second. Okay, number 2. Lol. 2 silhouettes? That's right. They were coming towards us, walking up Briar Road in the opposite direction. Oh, shit. There was a rather plump figure, followed by a scrawny, thin-looking man. Kinda mean. It does sound exactly like the victim as pictured in this print, and like Mr. Natsume. Yes, unfortunately it does. And you're certain that at the time there was nobody else nearby? Oh yes, quite certain. It was dark, but there are streetlights on Briar Road, you see. There was nobody else around at all. Isn't that right, my darling? Yes, that's right. Of course, there was a light fog on the ground. But Briar Road is dead straight, and you can see a fairly long way down the pavement. And then there's the street lighting as well. I didn't see any other pedestrian. Before Streep takes a firm hold, your answer please, Mr. Beat. Are you quite sure of what you just said? Yes, sir. As a copper who spends all day every day keeping watch on the streets, I swear to it, sir. I'm as sure as my love for Patricia is true. Oh, Pat. Oh, Roldy. They're still maintaining there was no one else around other than the victim and the attacker. It's starting to seem like that must be how it really happened. I refuse to believe he keeps an eye on things. True! Also, this is disgusting. I'm fine with the little PDA, but maybe not in the courtroom. We're trying to make sure a man doesn't go to jail. Jesus. All right. Okay, this is the third one, right? That we need to press. Okay, press the third one. Never. Scattered something. What do you mean by that? Oh, well, I couldn't quite make out what it was at the time. But then when we got closer, we realized what it was. Didn't we, darling? Yes, that's right. It was some old books. Good night, guys. Night, Foxhound! See you again soon. I'll be streaming tomorrow as well. I'll probably play Expedition 33 again. If I can't figure out what's going on, I can't play Hello Kitty until I figure out what's wrong with my PC. I'm gonna have to stick to console games. We'll see. Yes, sir, the culprit had dropped a number of them all around where the victim lay on the pavement. Indeed, as clearly pictured in this photographic print. That rotten Japanese man did that when he did the deed. Hey, watch it. Let's not forget that it remains to be established that the defendant was indeed the attacker. But we saw him. It was the man in the dock, without question, sir. The mustache, the hunchback, the cat-like eyes, that top mouth, the stub nose, everything. Jesus, they're so mean. Why are they so mean? They can just describe him without being mean about it. That's right. He looked down at that poor defenseless woman with those terrifying, intense eyes, and then suddenly threw his books onto the pavement and ran away. I see. This is tough. They seem as though they're telling the truth here. May I remind the court that this unambiguous testimony comes from a policeman and his wife. Now please continue. Yes, sir. Why are his cheeks so rosy? Is he framing the old man? I don't know about that one. I don't know either. Was it your husband who went to fetch help? No, I went. I may not be a police officer myself, but I am the proud wife of one after all. Isn't that right, my darling? Well, yes, that's right. I asked Mrs. Beat to go. I was off duty by that point. But a Bobby's never truly off duty, of course, so I felt obliged to stay and guard the scene. Very laudable, Mr. Beat. Preserving the scene of a crime is a task of considerable importance. That's why I sent Patricia, you see. I told her where to find the right police box. Forgive my ignorance, but what do you mean exactly by the right police box? Depends on a crime's location, you see, as to who deals with it. Where the woman was stabbed wasn't actually on my beat. So I told Patricia the way to the police box for the beat the incident fell under so she could go and report it. I ran there as quickly as I could and asked for help from the Bobby on duty. There's nothing more potent than a young couple in love working together, you know. And thanks to your swift response, the case was quickly resolved. The actions of two model citizens. Oh, please, you're making us blush. Isn't he, darling? Yoink. Yes, sir. What Patricia said, sir. Hold. Let's move on, shall we? It was definitely that Japanese man in the dock. All right, next. But surely you wouldn't have been able to see his face by the light of the gas street lamps, would you? We absolutely could. Us Londoners have exceptional eyesight, I'll have you know. Oh, right. The light from the street lamps was more than enough. And my husband already told you that the fog was only light, didn't he? Yes, and what of the fog? Poor guy, he's dead for real. Hi, Kago. How are you? How's it going? How to do? We're famous for it across the globe, I believe. But it's an absolute menace to those of us who have to live with it, of course. Getting dragged to the scarf by the scarf like that, I know, right? Oh, it is. When it's thick, you can't even see the hand at the end of your own arm. Yes, all right. I'll take your point. Now, could you stop shaking your husband about? The constant fog makes our eyes very sharp, you see. That's why we can tell you for sure and certain that it was that little Japanese man we saw. Can't we, darling? Reminds me of my past relation. Damn! No wonder my Harry Potter scarf is so stretched. Oh, that's so sad. I don't think I've ever yanked anyone by the scarf. That's kind of mean. I've given someone a scarf, though. Not like as a present, but like if they were cold. Okay, I drink water. Yes. It was the accused and no mistake. The mustache, the hunchback back, the cat-like eyes, the top mouth, the snub... No, unmistakable, sir. As far as this couple's testimony is concerned, there can't be any question. It was Soseki-san they saw running away from the scene of the crime. Imagine being sleepy. That's me! Mr. Lawyer, sir, can I ask you something? Oh, yes, of course. What is it? Well, you keep asking us all these questions about everything we've told you, so... It seems like you don't believe our testimony. Is that right? Is it? Well, out with it. She's using her man as a puppet. What? No, it's not really that at all. My husband's a policeman, remember? And I know what I saw. I remember every last detail. Everything. Like... Oh, I know. What about the books the man dropped? I could tell you the names of every single one I could. Every single one. Okay. I hate these characters. Let me add... And you dare to question how reliable my testimony is. That will do, Mrs. B. No, it won't do at all. That Japanese lawyer has no idea what I'm capable of. Even if I decide to forgive him for insulting us, don't think for a minute that Rolly will. I didn't mean to cause offense. Please put your husband's fist down. Perhaps you would like the opportunity to supplement your testimony, Mrs. Beat. That's a threat. Might that appease you? Oh, thank you, my lord. That would settle things nicely. Wouldn't it, darling? All right. Okay, I could even tell you the names of the 4 books at the scene. All right. We'll press it. Tell me the names. If it doesn't match this receipt, you're full of shit. Hold on, let me double check the receipt. Hold on. The picture of Monsieur Lecoq. Monsieur Lecoq. A meal for Gabriel. Canterbury Yearnings. Fair. The what? Monsieur Lecoq. Well, we know that there were books dropped at the scene of the crime, as you say. Those purchased by the accused at the nearby second-hand bookshop on the day in question. Kinky. I guess so. After I'd been to the police box for help, I decided to have a good look over the area for good measure. I am a proud policeman's wife, after all. I did it for Rolly. And what was your husband doing at the time? Oh, he was lying face down in the snow, getting some well-deserved rest. He works ever so hard, you know. Ever so hard. Don't you, my darling? Interesting way of guarding the scene of the crime. Well, Mrs. Beat, seeing as you've regaled the court with tales of your powers of recollection, would you be so kind as to recount the titles of the books you observed at the scene? Eye roll. Goff is here. Hi, welcome back. How are you? How do you do? I'd be happy to. Now, are you all listening? There was the picture of Monsieur somebody or other, and what's it yearnings. Then there was a meal for someone. And the last one was definitely Thimagami something. What? There's only 3 books. She named 4. Hey. Do we get to play Hello Kitty after? No. But my computer had issues today again. I found what process was causing it, but I don't know how to fix it permanently. I just know how to kill the process. So I do still have to figure it out. I figured it out enough to remedy it for today, but I am on a console, so I didn't run into the issue. But I do want to play Hello Kitty this weekend. I want to play Hello Kitty. You see? Yes, I see there are 1 or 2 holes in your memory. Oh well. They were along those lines, I'm quite sure. Watch it be Hello Kitty that breaks your PC. Don't say that! Did you try kicking it? No. I cursed at it, though. There were indeed books found at the scene with titles along those lines, as you put it. Well, what did I tell you? So I think it's very mean the way you've been implying that my testimony can't be trusted. Don't you agree, darling? Fuck! He's got a piece! That would be funny. No. Catch me up. What's the case? We need to figure out who stabbed a woman. But right now, there's one person accused of stabbing him, and that's my defendant. So we're trying to figure out who stabbed a lady. And apparently these two have testified that they were witnesses to this crime. And we're trying to poke holes in their testimony. Crazy lady drugged her husband. No, he's just eepy. Ain't no way he pulls that out. I know, in a courtroom, no less. Anyone who obsessed my Patricia will have me to answer to. Terrifying. Yes, she really is. Take him down. So that's it, is it? That's their entire testimony. What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo? Well, I hate to admit it, but on hearing the testimony, it really does seem as though Mr. and Mrs. Beat saw what they saw. Saw what they say they saw. Excuse me. I think they should just arrest him because pulled out a gun, right? Can't believe they stabbed someone during Pride Month. Right? How dare. Yes, I feel the same. So if that's true, where does it leave us? The members of the jury are sure to call for a guilty verdict after that testimony. If Kazuma-sama were here, I think he would try to find a contradiction. Yes! Get me back to the testimony! I don't want to talk to you, Susato! I don't need a pep talk! I'm in the middle of a crime! Please! Okay. That done. Let me think. So, what do we have in the records again? See, the thing is, she listed 4 book titles. The receipt has 3. The crime scene has 3. She listed 4 titles, though, right? That's not right. She's not thinking the right way. But we, the lawyers, skipped the detail crazy lady gave. But the what? So see, there's 3 books here and 3 books on the receipt. But this bitch gave us 4. Right? Let me see. Actually, what am I doing? We can just go to the last one. 2, 3, 4, 5. I could tell you the names of the 4 books. Oh no, she's not gonna tell us. See? 4 books! That's wrong! There were 3 at the scene, bitch! Bitch! So, you're saying that there were 4 books? That's right. I remember all of them. The picture of Monsieur somebody, what's it yearnings, a meal for someone, and the thimagami something. Sorry, Miss Pete. I'm sorry. But there's a fundamental flaw in that statement of yours. Oh no, what flaw? Simply that, at the scene of the crime. There were only 3 books, not 4. What? Have have a good look at this photograph print of the scene of the crime. As you can clearly see, there are only 3 books. But no, that can't be. I saw them. Oh, I know what it is. Yes, you can't fool me. Sorry. It's that big old lump of a dead body. The lady's so large, her corpse is blocking the view of the 4th book. That's all. Fucking rude. She's so mean. Let's at least try to remember that the poor woman isn't dead. Even if we're insulting her size. Yeah, she's in the hospital. She's not dead. What the fuck? No, I'm sorry, Mrs. Beats. But Mr. Natsume could not possibly have dropped the 4 books you describe. Why not? The lady's so large that she has her own gravitational field. Your mama's so fat. Fascinating. And from your assured tone, something you can readily substantiate with evidence, I presume. Evidence. I have evidence! I have a receipt! Counsel, you will present evidence to substantiate your claim or withdraw it. Casually fat shaming in the courtroom. I know, right? She's a bitch. What proof do you have that the accused did not drop 4 books? I have a receipt, bitch. Bro, they pulled out a gun in courtroom casually and fat shamed. The evidence is right here in the form of this bookshop receipt. From your books? Yes, this receipt details Mr. Natsume's purchases that day. But as you can see, only 3 books are listed. No! Therefore, Mr. Natsume would have only dropped 3 books at the scene of the crime. Which means that your powers of observation, madame, cannot be relied upon. So, it cannot be denied that though you say it was the defendant you saw, you could very well be mistaken. Oh no. Oh no, no. No! Oh, Vampire Daddy. It's plainly evident that it is your powers of deduction that cannot be relied upon, my learned Nipponese friend. What? Why is bro always going against you? He's the prosecutor. It's his job. It's his job to go against the defense. He's the prosecutor. That's his whole job. What cannot be denied is that these 2 witnesses saw the accused running from the scene. Fat shaming someone who got stabbed is messed up. I agree. Shaking my head. Kill him. No, he's too handsome to kill. A fact that you know very well you have no hope of disproving. So you've striven to avert attention from that by dint of some inconsequential discrepancies. Gunnar, I'm a VTuber. The fuck? I already said this. Plain as day. Would that be fair? He sees right through me. But your plan has somewhat recoiled against you. What are you talking about? It's quite simple. Let me explain with a toast. To the policeman's wife and her entirely accurate testimony in every respect. No. You see, the matter is not up for debate. At the scene on Briar Road, a total of 4 books were most definitely found. But what about the photographic print? It only shows 3 books. Quite right, only 3 can be seen in that print. Is there another one? That print? You mean to say... Hey, stop making a mess. Allow me to present another one that shows the victim's hand. Why didn't you present this earlier, bitch? The fuck? The easiest way to win is to kill the prosecution, but he's too handsome. I don't believe it. It's the fourth book. As you will observe, the fourth book was hidden from view in the original print by the victim's torso. No. No! She did eat some of it. Wow, wow. Ordar. There, you see? Look at that. Look. Yes. It's just like I said, isn't it, my darling? Yes, sir. Patricia's always right, sir. Let us study the receipt for the books purchased by the accused on the day in question. My throat's getting dry. Mrs. Beat, the titles once again, if you please. Yes, of course. The picture of Monsieur somebody or another, or other. The picture of Monsieur Lecoq. I'll drink water again. What's it, yearnings? Canterbury yearnings. 96 points in a dream. A meal for someone. A meal for Gabarayu, in fact. As the court has just heard, the witness remembers the book titles flawlessly, save for a few minor details. Mrs. Beat's powers of recollection can only be described as exceptional. Did you hear that, Rowley? The gentleman paid me a compliment. Yes, sir. Flawless, sir. Patricia is flawless. But there are only 3 books on the receipt, and Mrs. Beat mentioned 4. Objection, you're being a bitch. There's nothing surprising about that. Clearly, the 4th book is that which is shown in this photographic print. I'm sorry, counsel, but does that not seem odd? Why should the 4th book be omitted from the receipt? It's not odd at all, my lord. As the photograph clearly shows, the 4th book was found in the victim's clutches. In other words, it belongs to the victim. The victim was holding her own book? I wonder what became of the 4th book. Obviously, it wasn't overlooked by the investigating office at Scotland Yard. I have it here as evidence. Why didn't you say something? Is this bitch just withholding evidence for fun? Submit it to the court. Yeah, you will submit that and the aforementioned photographic print to the court, please, counsel. My pleasure, my lord. All right, we got the photograph. And a book. The Lion's Pride. Oh. He's waiting for his moment. I guess so. The prosecution rests. I have nothing further to add. Well, I'm gonna go investigate. Okay, we got a book. Exactly as you say. The Lion's Pride. Lady. And here's the book. Lion's Pride. Why is it so fucked up looking? Did it get burned? Why is it burnt? Okay, you can't read the later pages. I think the damage must have occurred very recently. Book recently damaged by fire. There was a fire on a different floor of the accused's apartment building. So, does this book not belong to the owner of the apartment building? He has a lion statue in his room. This belongs to... I don't think this belongs to anybody here. I think it belongs to the owner of the apartment. I bet that's what that is. We'll get there. You ever crack your neck so hard it cracks like 7 separate joints to make your brain rattle? Yep. And a few times I did that and I pinched my neck nerve and then I couldn't turn my head for 3 days. What? You seem surprised, my learned friend. But your resistance until now has been in vain. Entertaining, yes, but futile. Is it futile or futile? That's a skill issue, honestly. No, I'm just sitting for long periods of time and I'm not fit anymore. Actually, I did have to go to a chiropractor once because I've pinched nerves many times, and one of them I had to go to the chiropractor because it wouldn't unlock. Why is this guy being such an asshole? Because he's the prosecutor. He has to be. He's also the best prosecutor in London. The spurious longer route to the accused lodgings that you tried to establish in your summation examination and the attempted discrediting of the witness's powers of recollection in your cross-examination. Futile. I walked right into this, didn't I? Why doesn't anyone just work together? Because this is a courtroom. We're fighting. Chiropractor couldn't get one of the bubbles to crack on the left side of my neck. Bubbles? Bubbles? Why do you have a bubble in your neck? Court is stupid. Bro almost broke my neck. Fuck. Yeah, I've only been to the chiropractor once because I actually didn't know what to do. But otherwise, I'm a little wary of chiropractors. You see, everything we've said is true. Isn't that right, my darling? With the nitrogen bubbles, you know? The thing that actually cracks. What are you talking about? You have nitrogen bubbles in your neck? Yes, Pat. Marry me, Pat. You're already married. Yeah, they can be dangerous, yeah. Only by cheating. He is withholding information. Yeah. You said chiropractor couldn't get one of the bubbles to crack on my left side of my neck. That statement says there's a bubble in your neck. What are you talking about? So perhaps the ladies and gentlemen of the jury would like to reconsider their positions. Should the court waste any more time on this Nipponese travesty? Yeah, I had a stroke. How does a nitrogen bubble in your neck cause a stroke? Is a stroke not related to your heart? I'm very confused right now what's happening. No. What are we talking about, Ilarion? I don't know what's happening. I'm very confused about what you're trying to say. I had a stroke trying to type. Jesus. Oh. Well, explain yourself. You have heard all the witnesses and seen all of the evidence. This trial has run its course. Oh, bitch. If I fight back in the wrong way now, it could very well just make matters worse. Chiropractic is based on pseudoscience with no evidence it actually helps. I think it helps in some cases. I don't think it helps in most cases. I think it helps in some cases. But it is definitely not an exact art. You know? Like, you could mess it up. You know what I mean? I mean to say the chiro couldn't crack my neck. Gah. We both had a skill issue. I'll admit to that. Plus, the founder was an anti-vaccine and opposed mainstream medicine. Fun. Bro charged me $60 for a 20-minute session. I was pissed. $60 isn't too bad. I've seen pretty bad ones, actually. But I'm sad it didn't help you, though. For me, when I got my neck cracked for it, it actually helped quite a bit. Like, it helped right after the session. So I actually needed that session. But that's the only time I ever went. Other problems, I don't go to the chiropractor. With the short-term solution, that's what I needed, though. I definitely needed that. Not worth. Fair. I strictly forbid my kids from watching orchestras. There's too much sax and violins. Oh, sax and violins. Got it. How you kicked? How are you? How's it going? How you do? How'd it be? We need to raise an objection, obviously. I was just sore and cracked everything that I can crack normally because I'm double jointed. I wonder if I'm double jointed. No, my learned friend, it's over. That last cross-examination was your final chance to establish a credible defense, and you failed. Doing well, just got home from work. Nice, 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 nice. Time to rest. Well, it might be over as far as you're concerned, but well, I can't think of what to say. If I may, Lord Van Zieks, it seems somewhat boorish to close down the debate at this point. We're back going to mobile. Okay. History of chiropractic is really interesting. It is. Prepare for me crashing out on my phone's autocorrect. Okay. For a lowly judicial assistant to have the audacity to intervene at a moment like this. Okay, you don't need to be rude to the lady. Oh. I wish he was mean to me. American Medicinal Association called it scientific cult until the 80s. I don't trust the American Medicinal Association with anything. I am, to my shame, still a very inexperienced lawyer. So you will have to forgive me, but I consider my assistant's advice essential and her opinions invaluable. Yeah, defend the lady. One of this land's great guiding principles is tolerance. So the court will hear you, madame. Go ahead, Mr. Sato, please. Very well. Pray, what insight can you give us? What have we all overlooked in this matter that you see fit to pursue further? Well, the court has been presented with new evidence, but only after the last cross-examination finished. I see. And you believe that this new evidence warrants further examination, do you? Of course! Mr. Naruhodo, what do you think? It's just possible that this new evidence might be the decisive proof we've been waiting for. The judge is sure to ask the members of the jury to announce their leanings in a moment. And of course, he's sure to ask you to explain what the crucial piece of evidence is and why. So we must take this opportunity to examine the newly presented evidence as thoroughly as possible. I just did! I just did. I already looked at it. The book is burnt, so it's not his. The defense wishes to present evidence, my lord. Okay, really quick. Let me make sure I have... Yeah. The back cover is badly burnt. Okay, yeah, that's what I want to present. Very well. The defense may present one further piece of evidence. Evidence that apparently offers a profound insight into this case and has hitherto been overlooked. Well, all we got is the book. Fucking whatever. The evidence in question is what we can see from the newly presented photographic print of the crime scene. The fourth book, found in the victim's hand. We have already discussed the fourth book at length. Other than it being in the victim's grasp at the time of the incident, no significance has been attached to it. Pursuing the matter further would be a flagrant waste of the court's time, as you well know. Yes, I'm afraid, counsel, I must concur with the prosecution on this matter. When I afforded you this opportunity, you led the court to believe that the evidence in question contained hitherto undiscovered clue. So I must insist that you elaborate, counsel. You will identify this clue at once. Say your mama and walk out and back. Hello. All right. I'll show you where the clue is. We're gonna examine the fuck out of this book. So, counsel, precisely where is the vital clue in this case, which this fourth book conceals? The burnt part. Stop dying, I can't. I would ask the court to observe the back of the book in question. The back? What do you... Good gracious. It's been burnt to a crisp. So we have to ask ourselves, why was the victim clutching what is clearly an unreadable book? Are you sick? Nah, my just throat's dry. Drink water now. And I worked out really hard today. It is undeniably an extremely unnatural thing for her to have been doing. Unnatural, you say? And what of it, my Nipponese friend? Were I to concede the point, if it bears no relation to the case, there's nothing to discuss. So should you wish to assert that this fire damage is some veiled clue as to what happened that day? Pray do enlighten us all. What truth does this charred book hide? I know where it's from. All right, I'll explain my theory. Excuse me. Don't keep us waiting any longer then, counsel. Explain. What are you suggesting that you can ascertain from the fire damage this story tome has suffered? Can you remind me how all this relates to a guy being stabbed? We're trying to figure out if he was the one that was at the crime scene or not. Right now, we're trying to disprove that he was the one at the crime scene. Or at least he wasn't the one who did the stabbing. And the books provide evidence that they were his books. But we're trying to prove that this fourth book did not belong to him. Because the defendant's receipt only listed 3 books. And now this fourth book, they're trying to say, is also someone else's. So its owner. We're trying to, because they said, oh, it's the victim's book or something. It's one of their books. That's neither of their books. I think it's the owner of the apartment's book because it's burnt. My lord, the burn on the back of this cover reveals a startling truth about the book's owner. I beg your pardon, but we already know who the book belongs to. The victim was gripping it in her hand as she fell to the floor after all. It's obviously hers. It's not hers. The question of how this book came to be in the victim's hand has yet to be answered. However, as to the questions of who the book really belongs to and where it originated, the defense has very credible answers. Good gracious! How can you possibly? Very well, I'll play along with this futile attempt to delay your inevitable demise. The sound effects in this game are so satisfying. It's quite fun. But do remember, the members of the jury may well burn you if your little gamble goes awry. Counsel, the defense's response here is very likely to influence the final outcome of this trial. So tell the court, who do you claim is the owner of this book? It's Garadeb. This guy. He owns the apartment. He had a fire in his room recently. And he has a lion statue. It's him. The answer is that book belongs to the couple who own the house where the defendant has his lodgings. A certain Mr. and Mrs. Garadeb, the landlords. And whether this is some extraordinary coincidence or some kind of fate at work, I don't know. But of all the people in London, one of the 6 chosen for jury duty in this courtroom today. Yep, there's Miss Garadeb. That's the wife. Is none other than Miss Garadeb herself. Oh my goodness, me. I think you must be mistaken, sir. I'm not Mr. Garadeb's wife. I'm his maid. Yeah, she's been trying to hide the fact that she's his wife. Things would be so much easier if you just dropped the pretense. All right then, how about a simple question for you? Have you ever seen this book in Mr. Garadeb's house? I would never presume to know all the books he keeps, sir. This is outlandish behavior. This woman is the accused landlady, you say? You implicate this hardworking member of the public. You besmirch her without a shred of evidence. Your actions are unforgivable. Dramatic. This is not mere conjecture. The defense happens to know that on the day in question, at almost exactly the same time as the victim was stabbed on the pavement below, another incident was taking place in the room on the top floor of Mr. and Mrs. Garadeb's house. Good lord, what sort of incident, counsel? A fire, my lord. Afraid to say it was. Happened in the blink of an eye, you know. The whole place filled with smoke. Couldn't see a bally thing. Didn't take long for the fire to spread, of course. The bally furniture started going up as well. Worst of it is, I lost my favorite book called The Lion's Pride. Look at his face! Why is he so hot? The Lion's Pride. By Jove, the very same title that the subject of this... that's the subject of this debate. Oh, dear me. This is risible. Risible? Risible? What? All you've told the court is that a book by the same name was involved in a fire. In which case, it would be reasonable to assume that it was burnt to ashes. And entirely unreasonable to infer that it magically removed itself to the scene of the crime. Perhaps it would make more sense if I told you that the cause of the fire was marital discord. Without going into details, it appears that Mrs. Garadeb was considerably enraged. Apparently, she continued to attack Mr. Garadeb even amid the flames. This should be a sound clip. Risible. Ah, stop! I don't know if I said that right, actually. Oh, how awful. I can't even imagine being so horrid to the one you love. Can you, Rolly? Absolutely not, sir. My Patricia would never raise a finger against me, sir. Had all my favorite old novels in that case. But as soon as the fire got a hold of them, that was it. Whoosh, up in smoke. And the wife started hurling things at me. Glasses! There was I, backed up against the window, under heavy fire. Incinerating books coming 10 to the dozen. The moon. The moon? What about the moon? The man had his back up against the window and he had burning books thrown at him? Goodness gracious, are you suggesting that the book was thrown through the window and had landed coincidentally at the scene of the crime? Oh shit. No. A thorough investigation of the surrounding area was conducted the very evening of the incident, and there is no report of the Garadeb's window pane being broken. That's quite true. We also saw no sign of broken glass when we visited the Garadeb's household. His head's shaped like the crescent moon. It is, though it is. But it is not conceivable that the window was open at the time in... Not even remotely! Let's not forget the season and the chilling weather that accompanies it. No Londoner would ever leave a window open in the middle of winter. True. Does the defense postulate the scenario in all seriousness, counsel? Do you earnestly claim that the book found at the scene was a flaming projectile thrown by Mr. Garadeb's wife? I believe it is a possibility, my lord. Ah, shit. That's quite enough. Well, I hope that everyone can see you for you are, you little foreign trickster. You call yourself a lawyer, but you're just a coward, a mean coward. Really? Claiming that our little tiff set the whole neighborhood alight, honestly. Implying that I'm merely posing as a maid for appearance's sake. How could you? It's nothing to do with this beastly case. Not any of it. All you've done is sully our family's name. No, I assure you, that was never my intention. Dragging an upstanding citizen's name through the mud simply to divert attention from your failing defense? I should box your ears, that's what I should do. It's utterly unforgivable. Too right. I don't like this juror number 1. Here we go. How long have we sat here now, listening to this Nipponese spouting out his fancy foreign theories? That's racist. But think about it. At the end of the day, the only person who could have possibly stabbed the victim is that little hunchback with the mustache, and he ran away from the scene too. I do declare you're right. It's true. That's true. Yes, what did I tell you? Makes sense to me. Sorry. What's that? Well, it would appear that the ladies and gentlemen of the jury are once again in full agreement. What is your position, Lord Van Zieks? In truth, my lord, I feel these have been unnecessarily protracted proceedings. But then, one must always exercise patience in order to savor the best vintage. No, wait! The mystery of the 4th book still hasn't... Nice. If books are your predilection, my learned friend, study them on your own time. What? No forgiveness, discourtesy this time? In that case, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will now state your individual decisions regarding the defendant's culpability for the court to hear. Ara. Hi, Genla. Ah, fuck. Sorry, I missed stream last night. I was getting consumed by Deltarune. That's fine. We were just playing Expedition. Thank you for that unambiguous response. I'm still getting consumed as we speak. I was told I should play Deltarune. I haven't played Deltarune before. Mr. Naruhodo, don't give up. Mr. Sato? Have you forgotten? The battle isn't over yet. You're not suggesting... Of course! The defense has the right to another summation examination at this point. Yeah, by me. Oh yeah, were you the one who linked it? I forgot, actually. You're right. You can still convince the jurors to change their minds. You have one more chance. Alright, here we go again. You believe you still have tricks up your sleeve. I don't intend to trick anybody. I intend to uncover the truth. This is no time to be downcast. As long as there's a chance, I have to stay strong and determined. Or I should go to bed, have to wake up early tomorrow. Have a good night. Night, night. I'll link it. Stream or Switch? Sorry, Steam or Switch? Steam. Well, that's a great place to end, actually. Oh, it's perfect. we'll end here. Oh my goodness. We're getting to the juicy bits of this case. Who the fuck stabbed the lady? We don't know. Come on, back to the music. Oh, bye. Okay, bye. Have fun with your game. Have fun with Deltarune. Hold on, who's streaming right now? Let me double check. So I can raid somebody. Ooh. Raiden streaming. We'll raid Raiden. Give me the music. All right, everybody. It's time to stop for the day. I was just waiting to get to the music. Oh my god, drama. If y'all want to stick around for another minute, we'll be raiding into my friend Raiden. He's currently playing Resident Evil 4. Oh, it's his first playthrough, I think, of Resident Evil 4. That's pretty pog. That's a great game. But thank you everybody for stopping by my stream today. I appreciate it. Tomorrow we should be streaming as well. Probably Expedition 33, if nothing else happens to me or my computer. That is the plan. Thanks for an amazing stream. Always a pleasure to be here. Thank you for stopping by. Always a pleasure to have you. And also thank you to the raiders who also stuck around. I appreciate you too. I hope you all have a good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time zone it is for you. And maybe I'll catch you on my next stream tomorrow for probably Expedition 33. But if not then, maybe on X/Twitter or on my Discord. Whichever comes first. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to go pass out now. My poor energy levels are low, but I'm going to go drink some water and then go to sleep. Yippee! All right, thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Again, we're going to be raiding into my mutual Raiden, Ijin. Who's, again, playing... Seems like he's playing Resident Evil 4 for the first time. Great game. Recommend it, 100%. Everyone say hi and be kind. Thank you. All right, night-night, everybody. Night-night, night-night. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Bye-bye.